Hello friends, I'm Jeanette and you're visiting the Neal's Homestead. I'm on the back side of a video series that I've created about impossible pie recipe. In the first video I showed you and gave you the recipe for my own biscuit mix. I'm using flour, baking powder, salt, and butter. This is number 5 in the series. And today I'm going to do a dessert impossible pie, and it is in fact the easiest one of the whole series. With holidays coming up, especially Christmas, eggnog is very popular. I know everybody doesn't like eggnog, but I personally love it and always look forward to finding some in the grocery store. But you can also make your own eggnog, and since we have a cow that gives milk and we have chickens that give eggs, I'm planning on making my own eggnog. But today we're going to make an eggnog pie. So let's get started. As in all the recipes thus far, I'm going to tell you that the basic impossible pie ingredients is the biscuit mix, eggs, and milk. Now today I'm using canned milk, evaporated milk, because I want it to be more rich, and I think that the evaporated milk is more rich than the regular whole milk. And then the other ingredients that we're going to add to our pie today is sugar, and I'm adding some rum and some nutmeg. So we're going to start by breaking the eggs. 4 eggs. Whoop. I washed them, don't worry. We've got farm fresh eggs because, like I said, we own our own chickens. The milk amount in this recipe is only going to be a cup and a half, whereas I have usually been putting 2 cups of milk in the others. But I am adding an extra 1/4 of a cup of liquid with the rum, and so I think it'll be just fine with that 1/4 cup short. So while I'm pouring in the milk, I'll stir the eggs. And then I'll add in the biscuit mix. Now you can make your own biscuit mix. You don't even have to have a biscuit mix, but if you don't have a biscuit mix, I'll tell you in the ingredients how to prepare it without a biscuit mix. Now I'm adding 3/4 cup of sugar, one really full, slightly heaped up teaspoon of nutmeg. I love nutmeg. I love the smell of nutmeg. I love the taste of nutmeg. Stir that one more time. Okay, at this point I want to tell you at the beginning I turned on my oven so that it could be heating up to 400 degrees. I'm adding some butter that I've melted to it also, probably about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I think that will help make it more rich also. Now I've got my pie pan buttered. Today I buttered it. I've been spraying some cooking spray on it, but today I buttered my pan. Now I'm ready to add my rum. If you don't want to use rum, you can certainly use rum flavoring. If you don't want to do that or don't have it, use vanilla to flavor it. And I'm pouring it directly into my pie plate. Using an old shaker that was from something else, I'm going to put a teaspoon of, I'm not going to use that whole teaspoon in my recipe, but I'm putting a teaspoon of my nutmeg into the shaker. Now I'm going to sprinkle this over the top. And I've tried doing this kind of thing without a shaker, just by my fingers, and it doesn't work very well at all. It just kind of wants to be in blobs. And so a shaker helps a lot. This shaker actually may be a little bit too big with the holes to get very fine spread of it, but it will taste good and be good no matter how it looks. It would be great if I could have an even sprinkle all over, but look at there, it doesn't work. So that's about the best I can do. So what we're going to do is stick this in the oven, at the 400-degree oven, for 30 minutes. I'll probably check it at 25 minutes and see how it looks, I think it will probably take 30 minutes. 26 minutes is up, and I definitely think it's cooked all the way from the way it's mounded up in the middle, but let's put a knife in there and see how it looks when it comes out. So the knife is clean. That means the eggs and the milk are all cooked up, and it's time to get it out. With this pie, I'll let it cool all the way and even in the refrigerator before we serve it. Stick around and we'll see what old guy thinks. Well, old guy's been outside working all morning, and he's come in and we've had some lunch, and now we're about to have dessert. And this pie is going to make a great dessert. He only wants a small piece. He had some chili and that kind of filled him up, so he only wants a small piece for now. I have fully chilled this pie because I think that it will taste best if it's nice and cold. And I'll get myself one too. What have you been up to today, old guy?
Well, to start out with is doing my morning chores, feeding the cow her grain and her hay, then fed my dogs, and then put another bag of feed in the trash can where I keep it to dip out easily. And then I watered ducks and chickens and guinea and put their water inside their house because they're calling for rain, and try to keep it halfway dry in the house now. And then I watered our crops in our number 4 house, and then I took the hose from there over into our number 3 house and watered our winter crops. And then I started disconnecting hoses and trying to roll them up inside the houses to keep them out of the weather. And then I came home to eat lunch. I had chili, and I think I got a good looking piece of pie there.
Okay, you ready to try it?
I'm ready. This eggnog pie. Hope she took the shells off of it.
I actually dropped the shell in it, but I got it back out.
It's very good.
Can you taste the nutmeg?
Yeah, I think I could use a little bit more nutmeg, but it's still very good.
Can you taste the rum?
No,
I thought I could smell the rum when I smelled it.
you must have got all the fumes. I don't know.
Okay, well, old guy thinks perhaps you might want to add a little extra nutmeg to your pie when you make an eggnog pie. Well, after his report on the taste of this, I decided to taste mine, and it absolutely, to me, has plenty of nutmeg in it, and I can absolutely taste the rum in it. I love it. It's really good.
It is.
Okay, that's all. See you next time.